Hello, my name is Kristen and I'm going to be doing the blog for discussion 3. First, I would like to mention that I received a high for interpersonal skills. I feel this is very accurate because I believe in teamwork, I believe in communication, and I believe that with those two things you can get just about anything done, especially in a healthcare setting. First question was, how would I function as a leader? With the information that we read, I really enjoyed reading about the general systems theory / team approach. Just for the two reasons I just mentioned. I believe that teamwork is everything, and as a manager, if you involve your employees with decisions that are going to be made, I believe that you'll have a much better outcome. Secondly, what skills would I use to secure resources such as staff? We talked about a couple of different powers. Two powers that I really enjoyed reading about and I think I would use in a manager position would be rewards power and referent power. Rewards power, I believe that incentives, whether it be hourly incentives or bonuses, I think really show great appreciation to employees, or even just a simple incentive such as a pizza party for doing great work, or maybe just doing mandatory overtime. Anything that just letting the employees know that they are appreciated. I think that goes a long way. Also, referent power is the skill to inspire others. I believe that this is it's much needed in the healthcare world today. I believe that managers encouraging their employees to keep climbing the clinical ladder and to do great things and do what they really want to do what they're passionate about. I think that sets a great example. Also having an open door policy and being able to talk to employees and employees being able to talk to the manager for whatever reason, whether it's personal, professional issues. I think that this allows employees to have a better outcome, and it allows them to stay longer in their position. Next, planning, organizing, and coordinating, I think all kind of go together. I think without a plan, you can't really set goals. So first you have to have that plan, and planning can go for anything. For this purpose, we'll just say something that has to be changed in the healthcare unit. So you're gonna have to start with a plan about what needs to be done. Also setting goals, finding out what the goals need to be, involving employees in those goals, and then following up on whatever was done in the healthcare setting, to see if there needs to be new goals set or if the goals were accomplished. Also, what levels and departments I would work with for this to be effective. I think that working with every single department is inevitable. Whether it's pharmacy, environmental services, doctors, anyone, everyone has to be involved when it comes to decision making, because when one unit does something, it involves everyone, whether we know it or not. So I think just involving everyone in decisions, or whether it's just involving everyone in updating them on the new goals that we have set, I think that allows for everyone to be fully involved and for the goal to be effective. Next, we talked about a vertical approach versus horizontal approach. At my full-time job, I work with the vertical approach. Vertical is more of a hierarchy type setting. I think that this is also something that I would use in my position if possible. I think that it sets a more clear roles, and I think that it seems more organized and people know who to report to about what issue they're having. An example for us would be if we have an issue on the floor, we get our charge nurse, then we get our CN4, then we would go to our nurse manager, next would be house supervisor, and next, I'm not even sure who that would be. But it's all a chain of command, and I think that this just seems more rational in healthcare settings. Also, whenever we're talking to doctors or paging doctors, we also use a chain of command. We go with the intern, resident, then the attending, or even the fellow. So it just seems more organized to me. But a disadvantage to this is it's harder for change to occur because everyone isn't involved. You don't always see the full quote-unquote chain here. So once we make a change, it's hard to get the change across to everyone. I work with horizontal approach at my PRN position. With this approach, there's basically no middle management. It's the nurses, and if we have a problem on the floor, we have a charge nurse, but we can just walk directly into the director's office. So there's no real middle person to solve that problem versus us just going straight to the director. A disadvantage to this would be the no middle management, like I stated, and then an advantage would be everyone is basically included in decision making because everyone's there. So it's easier to get change across. Also, I would like to mention that we have a company called Lean, and what Lean does for my horizontal approach job is Lean is basically the middle person that comes in when change needs to be made, and everyone from all different positions come together and we talk about the pros and cons of what's going to be changing, and we all kind of meet in the middle. So that's definitely an advantage to that approach. So I found an article on interprofessional relationships in the healthcare world, and I will put the citation in my blog. But one thing it mentioned and I really liked was it says quality healthcare is affected by how people work together. So like I said, teamwork to me is everything, and it affects everything and everybody. So that's all I have for this blog. If you have any questions, feel free to post, and I'll enjoy reading a couple of yours blogs. Thanks. Bye.